Good evening, creatures of the crypt. Welcome back to the Crypt of Knights. It's your favorite horror host, the Cryptkeeper. And let me tell you, folks, I've seen some scary things in my time. Werewolves, vampires, tax audits, but nothing quite as terrifying as aging rock stars trying to make a comeback. Tonight, we're reviewing a very serious rockumentary, Spinal Tap II. The end continues. Yes, folks, the boys are back. The loudest band in England. The legends who can crank it up to 11. And now, 40 years later, they're older, they're grayer, but they're still turning it up. Directed by the great Marty DiBergi, a visionary documentarian, folks. He captured the band in their prime back in 1984, and he's back again, camera in hand, ready to show us the shocking truth about life after rock and roll. The band, composed of Nigel, David St. Hubbins, Derek Smalls, and a new drummer. True rock heroes, true survivors. Maybe not financially, maybe not physically, but emotionally, spiritually. Sort of. And where can you witness this monumental return? In theaters right now, folks. On the big screen, where rock gods belong. And very soon, streaming on Amazon Prime, because nothing says rock and roll rebellion like corporate distribution deals. Now, folks, let me tell you, and I know this better than anybody. Believe me, the making of Spinal Tap II. The end continues was not easy. Some people are saying it was the greatest comeback in rock history. So how did it happen? Well, our very serious documentarian, the legendary Marty DiBergi, came back. Marty said, "These guys aren't done, they're just warming up." And frankly, he was right. He's like the Woodward and Bernstein of rock. But let's be honest, there were problems in the production. Huge problems. Getting three of the most important musicians, with their big egos back together, after the tension that separated them in the first place, wasn't easy. Nearly 40 years after their legendary rise, and even more legendary falls, Spinal Tap returns for one final chaotic concert. Guided by legendary documentarian Marty DiBergi, the film follows the trio of aging rock stars as they reluctantly reunite. David, former Tap guitarist/lead singer, now does music for true crime podcasts and on-hold phone music. Nigel, former Tap lead guitarist, now runs a cheese and guitar shop. Derek, former Tap bassist, is now curator of a glue museum. There is tension between the trio, especially between Nigel and David, but there is an old contract forcing them for one last concert together. As rehearsals spiral, old feuds flare up, bizarre new recruits join the lineup, and celebrity cameos crash the party. The band lurches toward a concert that can only end in glorious disaster. Balancing themes of aging, legacy, and the eternal search for a competent drummer. Spinal Tap II. The End Continues delivers a rockumentary that is part satire, part farce, and completely tap. Folks, let me tell you, Marty DiBergi is back behind the camera. And people said it couldn't be done. They said he'd retired, that he was finished. But no, he's here, and it's incredible. He's making rockumentaries great again. The filmmaking is just like the first one. Loose, improvised, very spontaneous. Tremendous efficiency. And the dual camera setup, brilliant. Totally brilliant. It lets you capture the chaos of Spinal Tap in real time, the arguments, the confusion, the genius. Some say it's messy, but I call it authentic. Very authentic. You've also got all these cameos, Elton John, Paul McCartney, Garth Brooks, unbelievable talent walking in and out like it's the world's weirdest backstage pass. So yeah, this film is a pure nostalgia fest and a love letter to one of the greatest trios in rock and film history. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please keep watching the Crypt of Knights.